It's King Combs, and right now I'm taking over my pop's Instagram.
Alright, sing that. Happy birthday to Daddy.
We are hearing the voice of disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Combs for the first time in a long time as he spends his 55th birthday behind bars. Far cry from the lavish parties that he become famous for over the years, but Combs' 7 children made sure they wished their dad a happy birthday and posted a video of this phone conversation.
I love the jacket. Making a statement, you look great. Were you guys surprised that the bail was denied yesterday? I guess you're hoping it'll be done today, correct? But you guys look great. We love the fashion moment. You look fantastic.
I pray to God for y'all father.
The Diddy scandal just took a surprising turn. His son, King Combs, has broken his silence, and his statements are explosive. King is claiming that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are behind a plot to put his father behind bars. He shared this shocking accusation after an emotional birthday phone call with his dad, who called him from jail. Now, all eyes are on this unfolding drama.
Disgraced music mogul Diddy celebrated his birthday yesterday by calling his children from behind bars. The monster, accused of atrocities and facing multiple lawsuits both in the civil court system and from the feds, called his children from the Metropolitan Detention Center and said some very interesting and I think troubling things to his kids. One of his children, or his social media manager, uploaded a video on Diddy's socials of his children speaking to him at their house with Diddy on the phone calling from Brooklyn. He will stay locked up through the duration of his trial, which begins in May of this coming year. Not exactly sure how long in total Diddy spoke to his 7 children, including his many young daughters, but in the clip shared to social media, the accused said the following: "I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I can't wait to see y'all. I just want to say that I'm proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all y'all for being strong."
I love Daddy.
Yeah.
I love you too, baby.
Sean Diddy Combs is speaking to his family from jail on his 55th birthday. His 7 kids, Christian, Quincy, Chance, Justin, Love, and twins Jesse and Delilah, shared a video of their phone call with him on Instagram on November 4th. It shows them gathered around a cake singing happy birthday to their dad as he listens from the detention center where he is being held.
Happy birthday to Daddy.
Yay!
I love y'all so much.
We love you too.
The video also shows the now disgraced music mogul speaking as he tells his kids how thankful he is of their support.
Wait to see y'all.
Yeah.
Wait to see y'all. And I just want to say I'm proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all of y'all, man. Just for being strong. Thank y'all for being strong, and thank y'all for being by my side and supporting me. I love y'all. I got the best family in the world. My birthday, I'm happy. Thanks to y'all giving me this call. Thank you very much. I love y'all.
Love you too.
His kids send the love right back, telling him they miss him in the video as Love Combs tries to eat the cake.
I love Daddy.
Yeah.
I love you too, baby.
She eat it, yo, Pops.
Hi, we're right here.
Chance right here on the phone too. Pops, love eating all your cake, so you're not gonna have none left.
She's literally digging her face in it.
Yeah. You're gonna have to buy you a new one. Yo, she's face down in the cake right now.
Get it, love. Get it. Get it for Daddy.
Say hey, Chance.
Happy birthday.
The video comes as the 55-year-old is in jail following his September 16th arrest on trafficking charges in New York. He is also facing felony charges of racketeering conspiracy and transportation to engage in
Look, it's just sad. These are kids. And typically I would say, oh my God, don't, but he's got to use them for his advantage to remind us all he's a loving dad, guys. And it's interesting. He's got supporters in here for, who think he's innocent and, oh, there's no evidence. And I will say it, as I said in my comment, the Cassie tape alone is enough to be mad at this man, to condemn this man, and these kids should be sad at their dad because of it. They can, of course, support their father as they should, but no father should post this to social media with all the serious stuff that's going. I find this despicable. This poor kid, I think, is going to grow up to learn a lot about her father, and especially learn that he decided to put her out there to all the trolls and haters so they could comment and do all this on in there. It's sickening to me. Kim, Steph, do you have feelings on this? Am I crazy?
I in general feel like kids should be off limits on social media. I've seen enough. And I think this unfortunately does make his kids even more of targets for bullying, for harassment. And I feel really bad, especially for his youngest, because there's no way that she could consent to this knowingly. She has no idea, how big the world is and how many people are watching her and what she's seeing, what people will see of her later on. And it's just, it breaks my heart, because I do believe absolutely that the kids love their dad, and that makes complete sense. But this is just so sad. It's so sad, and I think this should have remained private.
Since Diddy's arrest, King Combs has taken over his dad's social media, sparking a wave of reactions across the internet. Both fans and critics are divided, questioning his true motives. Is he honoring his father's legacy, or has he been pulled into a dangerous game? But King isn't backing down. He's standing firm, vowing to keep posting the real story, regardless of any backlash.
So in other news, Diddy's son, King Combs, is now receiving major backlash because he took over Diddy's Instagram, and here's what he's posting.
Combs, and right now I'm taking over my pop's Instagram. We're gonna be posting videos by spreading, good energy and taking y'all down memory lane, all the positive things he did. So stay tuned and watch this. Let's go. We love you, Pops. Happy birthday.
And he posted this as well with the caption, my pop's motivation to making music is always to make us dance and feel good. He also posted this, it's very old, but he said, P. Diddy and the fam, who do it better. If you guys want to see the backlash this dude is facing, literally just go to Diddy's Instagram. Just look at the recent posts and look at the comments. Some people are even claiming that this shouldn't even be allowed because of Diddy being locked up and the allegations. Some people truly think like his son shouldn't even be allowed to be doing this stuff. But hey, I don't know. I understand that that's his father and and he wants positivity and stuff, but damn.
We're gonna be posting videos by spreading, good energy.
Sean Diddy Combs' son, Christian, announces he's taking over his father's Instagram page, currently being held in a Brooklyn jail awaiting his trial on federal charges of racketeering, trafficking, and to which he's pled not guilty. In a video post November 6th, Christian explains why he decided to take over his dad's social media account.
What's up, y'all? It's King Combs, and right now I'm taking over my pop's Instagram. We're gonna be posting videos by spreading, good energy and taking y'all down memory lane, all the positive things he did. So stay tuned and watch this. Let's go. We love you, Pops. Happy birthday.
Christian then shares the music video for Diddy's 1997 hit, All About the Benjamins, writing in the caption, quote, my pop's motivation to making music is always to make us dance and feel good. Happy birthday, Pops. While Diddy celebrated his 55th birthday on November 4th in jail, he received a celebratory message from his family. Video shared to Instagram on Diddy's birthday, all 7 of his children called him to send him well wishes.
Happy birthday to Daddy.
Yay!
I love y'all so much.
We love you too.
Love you, Pops.
I can't wait to see y'all.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see y'all. And I just want to say I'm proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all of y'all, just for being strong. Thank y'all for being strong, and thank y'all for being by my side and supporting me. I love y'all. I got the best family in the world. My birthday, I'm happy. Thanks to y'all giving me this call. Thank you very much. I love y'all.
Love you more. Can't wait to see you in a couple of days.
Diddy's legal troubles, his family has made it clear that they're standing by their father, with Quincy, whose biological father is producer Al B. Sure, but was adopted by Diddy at the age of 3 when the rapper began dating Quincy's mother, Kim Porter, sharing a statement on behalf of the family. He writes in the joint statement on Instagram, October 22nd, quote, "The past month has devastated our family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media." Continues, quote, "We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and love you, Dad."
Not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. What the f*** doing? These tweet now, cause I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out on bail? No. Hey yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. Alright, Pop. It's f***ing crazy right now. Everybody out there quiet as Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh. What about all these lawsuits though, Pop? Ain't none of them getting I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got my name anyway.
Justin and Christian was bringing big vans of girls and people back to the mansion and giving parties and stuff like that. And a lot of those stuff were their parties. A lot of that their parties. They wasn't always Puff parties. It was his son's parties.
Isn't the only one in the family facing some serious accusations, and while the rapper has been criminally charged and arrested, his sons have been named in recent lawsuits.
The spotlight on the family grows stronger as people start digging into their history. The eerie parallels between Diddy's past and his sons' lives are hard to ignore. King and his brothers have had their own run-ins with the law in several high-profile cases, making many draw comparisons to Diddy's own troubled history.
Lil Rod's civil suit points to more accusations against Justin Combs, too, for his involvement in an alleged shooting cover-up. According to court documents, it happened on September 12, 2022, outside Diddy's Chalice Studios. Lil Rod says Diddy, his son Justin, and Justin's friend who went by G were all there when things got heated. Lil Rod says he heard multiple gunshots ring out and later found G on the bathroom floor in the fetal position. Lil Rod says he was bleeding out of his hip and leg area. Lil Rod says he was applying pressure to G's wounds and then asked the crowd to call an ambulance. At that point, both Diddy and Justin Combs disappeared to another part of the studio. Diddy then gave strict instructions to inform the police that he had nothing to do with the shooting. He also forced Mr. Jones to lie to the police by telling them that G was shot standing outside the studio by a drive-by assailant. So that specific allegation involves Diddy's son Justin, but another allegation and entirely separate civil lawsuit involves his other son Christian, or King Combs. Grace Omar K alleges that Christian Combs her on a yacht in December 2022, and she says it was facilitated by Diddy. Diddy had rented the yacht around Christmas time, and Omar K says it was a revolving door of high-profile celebrities and workers who were often passed out on the ship's deck. The lawsuit says there were liquor bottles all over, and it was difficult to distinguish which ones were laced with drugs. Omar K alleges that on December 28, 2022, while working as a yacht deckhand, she was by a heavily intoxicated Christian Combs, who physically her and allegedly forced her to perform oral on him. Since these suits were filed, both Justin and Christian Combs were seen in federal court at their father's appearance just last week. But could they too face charges? Here's where we bring in former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani. So, talking about P. Diddy, I know we're talking about the crazy amount of allegations against him that are pretty shocking just unto themselves. But then there's also two of his children whose names have come up a bit throughout some of these civil lawsuits. We've seen headlines, both Justin and Christian Combs. Just to start right off the bat, what are you thinking about that? The inclusion of both of Diddy's sons and the accusations against those two?
I think that if we're talking about additional charges and additional defendants, those are probably two of the more likely. And Christian, of course, was the subject of a civil lawsuit where there was a allegation naming him directly. So I think if we're going to cast a bit of a wider net, people are talking about family members, other celebrities, maybe some employees like Christian Afora, but I think the most likely would be those two sons.
Why do you think it's the most likely about those two? Just because of the recordings, the allegations against him? What are you thinking?
I think so. I think obviously they're just civil allegations and those cases are going to be put on hold while the criminal case plays out. But, there is some smoke there. And obviously, there's a presumption of innocence and there's a lower standard in a civil case. But you have someone who's been named directly as someone who participated in a assault. And everything else has been rumors and speculation, but here you at least have one verified complaint.
And you know what's interesting about this situation? It's the civil allegation filed by Grace O'Marquez. This is against Christian Combs, as you're referring to it. And Diddy is a co-defendant in this case because she says he facilitated it. It was on a yacht that Diddy had rented. But it was Christian, the one who allegedly assaulted her. I mean, so how does all of that relate? The fact that we have Diddy, who's also part of this, but it's mostly on Christian in this instance?
Yeah, in this particular instance, like you said, it did take place on a yacht. She was someone who was working at the time, and Little Rod was there apparently, and obviously he's a plaintiff in a civil lawsuit himself. But whenever you are a plaintiff in a civil case, you obviously want to go after someone with the ability to pay. That's what we call a deep pocket. So even though Diddy might not have personally participated in this alleged incident, you really want to wrap him in as a co-defendant because obviously his ability to pay any judgment is going to be very different than Christian or Justin or any of the other of the 7 children.
Do you think that Grace O'Marquez, the plaintiff in this yacht criminal or civil lawsuit rather, do you think that the feds would reach out to her and ask her about her experience perhaps?
I do, and this is why apparently, and obviously I haven't heard him, she has recordings of this incident, audio recordings, and we know how powerful video evidence is. We've talked about it with Cassie Ventura and how that really maybe even shift the direction of this case entirely because of course Combs denied everything until CNN got a hold of that video in May. And we're talking about a lawsuit that was filed in April, I believe, and again, I don't know if it's true, but the allegations are that much of this was recorded in this audio recording.
The Combs family is standing strong against what they call false rumors. In a powerful Instagram post, Diddy's children spoke out to correct what they see as harmful lies about their mother, Kim Porter, and her relationship with their father. They wrote, "We've seen too many hurtful and false rumors about our parents and our mom's tragic passing, so we need to set the record straight. The claim that our mom wrote a book is completely false. She didn't. Anyone saying they have a manuscript is lying, and anyone calling themselves a friend speaking for our mom or family is not a true friend and doesn't have her best interests at heart. Our world was shattered when we lost our mom. She was everything to us, and life hasn't been the same without her. It's been incredibly hard to accept that she was taken from us too soon, but her cause of death has been confirmed, and there was no foul play. Grieving is a lifelong process, and we ask for privacy as we cope with this loss every day. We are heartbroken that our personal tragedy has become a public spectacle. Our mom should be remembered for the beautiful, strong, kind, and loving person she was. Her memory should not be tainted by harmful conspiracy theories. We ask everyone to respect her memory so she can rest in peace. She deserves that. We love and miss you, Mommy." Signed by Quincy, Christian, Jesse, and Delilah.
Just recently, his son now is being sued for and the alleged victim claims she has audio recordings of him forcing himself on her during a yacht party.
Actually,
did you check that out?
Yeah, I was listening to, if you don't mind me saying, Tish Tales, and she said that she was going through the whole lawsuit, and in the lawsuit it stated that he was recording a song, and the guy Little Rob had it in the recording that the girl was actually fighting him off her, and she was trying to make he was trying to make her drink some tequila, and she said, "What's in it? Is anything in it?" And he was trying to fondle on her or whatever like that during the time. And Lil Rob picked that up at the recording. So she's a part of the lawsuit.
What's your thoughts on that?
Like father, like son. You hear me?
Bro, that's so. Oh my God! Yes, I heard you, man.
That's wrong, huh?
Man, bro. Sheesh, man. I mean, gosh.
The apple don't fall far from the tree.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. I mean, you know, she's alleging that she had to fight him off several times. You know, and she suspected that the tequila was spiked.
Right.
A lot of lawsuits. Do you suspect more lawsuits are coming?
Well, see, the thing about it is, what people don't understand is that there's people that have stuff on Diddy from way back that lawyers would not fight it or take it. But now Cassie opened up those doors. I heard that there's a guy that's going way back and say that he put on a Sean John shirt and they tried to molest him. So he's taking his to court. That's some crazy No, I'm just messing with you, Cam. But that's how crazy it is that everybody's gonna be suing him for all the little things. And that's why he probably knew something like that may come. Why would you put everything that you own in your kids and your mother's name and not have nothing in your name? You might know your own dirt. From way back.
Diddy don't have nothing in his name?
Nah. He was putting, remember the locks? Remember the people, he was putting all people, publishing and everything in Justin's name. Mace said that his mother owns everything. He was putting all the stuff in his mother's name. That you just heard in the raid that the house was in his daughter's name. She's 17 years old. The house was in her name. What do you know about you that you put everything in everybody else's name? In case you may get sued or in case something may happen? All right.
You force your kids to do your perk walk. That was the worst part, and all I could think about was Kim and Misa. Just her son. He left their son to be walked out backwards on camera for the world to see. Nisa's son, Nisa and Wolf's son, and Quincy's missing.
Quincy's missing. And lastly,
after he was questioned by the feds.
After.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was in witness protection right now. Which means his father ain't never gonna see him.
Reggie Wright, a former insider connected to the hip-hop world, has made a startling prediction 2 of Diddy's sons could end up in jail by December. Is this a family curse, or is there something more serious happening behind the scenes?
Okay, Reggie, so news came out that there was an altercation at a club between Diddy's sons and Ray J. Did you hear about this? And if so, do you have an opinion about it?
Yeah, you know, I was online with the exposures when it started coming out, so I was on the phone with Wack when he even learned about it. Ray J kept that real quiet. It was like the next day when we talked about it on exposures and got a lot of coverage on the Shade Room and stuff like that. But, so yeah, I'll be lying to say I heard about it. Yeah, it's funny to me how Ray J is walking it back, but I think Ray J is being smart like me, where if you know something about the happening to somebody, You ain't getting me on air talking about it because I know how Ray J is. That had to piss the off of Ray J. You know, now there's an age gap between now. You know, the Combs sons is what, under 30, and Ray J is what, about 40, 42, 43 now. So I get why Ray J kind of feel bad about messing with them. But Ray J has known the young guys because he knows their daddy very well. So I'm sure he'd have been out there with them. Now some may say, well, maybe Ray J is doing that because, you know, they were so mad at Ray J because they know Ray J was at some of those parties with him. And then Ray J made a joke because Ray J is trolling right now. It's so obvious to me that Ray J is out here trolling because of some interviews that I have seen him do recently that's been very questionable. So that would be my take. But these dudes, man, these young dudes, man, they better slow down. They gotta understand their daddy is fighting for his life. And it's better to fight for your life on the streets than it is behind bars. And so everything that they're doing right now is jeopardizing their daddy's freedom if they really care about him. I kind of wonder if they really care about him because I have seen some articles recently online where it appears that the one that Wax saying that they saw with a that likes the transgenders and all of that, Christian is trying to fight the mother now over some, you know, say over who's in charge of making the decisions, which is funny, which I think is just somebody that wanted to write an article because Puffy is still have the ability to do that. Now, the good thing about it is Puffy was on life support or something like that, then that may be an issue. Puffy is still able to talk and make those decisions, which I think he better get in line real quick and decide who he's gonna have in charge. Because you don't want your 80-something-year-old mother, y'all would say, is an 80-something-year-old auntie, but hey, if he called her his mama, that's his mama. I don't even know why y'all even saying that. But, so if Janice Combs shouldn't be in charge because she's too old. So he do need to make and decide which kid he wants in charge. I know Christian probably think he should be the one in charge because he know his other two brothers, you know, don't have none of that Combs blood in them. He knows that. So I understand why he feels that way. All right. But we'll get back to Ray J. Ray J playing it smart, in my opinion, by not wanting to talk about it. Wack said he got a truce with somebody, T. Capone, who's real cool with the Combs and that it won't be any issue anymore. So I'll let that stand there. But learn from what Ray J did. It's obvious Ray J been listening to his boy Reggie, right? And from his times around Death Row, when he said, if you got a problem with somebody, if you really got a problem with somebody, shut the up talking about him. Because even if you do decide to do something to him, he's coming back to you. And even if you don't, or you didn't do it, he's gonna come back to you when you're out there talking about him. I always tell you, fear is the that says, oh, okay. I say, oh, okay. To me, I'll be like, all right. All right. But yeah. Oh, you ain't worth a grape to me. You ain't
So
gonna bust
what's
a grape.
really happening behind the scenes in the Combs family? Who's in control? And could we be witnessing a scandal big enough to take down Diddy and his sons? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe so you're always in the loop with the latest updates. Until next time, family, stay real.